One day, Brian tells us about Gia. And he says, oh man, you gotta meet this girl. She is amazing. Shows us pictures and we're like, man, how'd you do this? Oh my God. But he says all these great things about her. We decide we're gonna go up, we're gonna meet this Gia. We're gonna have a great time, get to know Notre Dame. So I get out there, got my bags, and they're there to pick me up. I see Brian, I go to give him a hug, and then just boom, right out of the corner comes Gia. For all of you who've known Gia her whole life, or maybe you just met her recently, you know some key things about her. And one of those things is Gia's the kind of person, she can make anybody feel welcome. She makes you feel right at home, and like right where you belong. When we left, when Brian went to take me back, I just remember thinking, lock it up, this is done. This is done right here. Seeing how amazing they are together. Seeing just the amazing person that she is. How happy she makes Brian. Y'all saw him tearing up right when she turned the corner today coming in. Like that's real stuff right there, y'all. I've known this guy for 18 years, really, our friendship's old enough to buy lottery tickets, so you know a thing or two about the guy.
Fortunately, I've gotten to know Brian rather well since he and Gia started dating 120 years ago? No, 7 years ago. As I was thinking about this day, I was trying to figure out a few stories to tell about Gia. So I started thinking back through her life. And the moment she was born, I felt privileged to have such a beautiful baby girl. She was the one responsible for teaching Tori how to say dad.
When I first heard about Brian, she called me telling me about how she saw an ad in the school newspaper for a guy who needs a date. And I just remember her just raving about how what a good time she had and how much she enjoyed Brian and she really liked him. But unfortunately, she was about to go study abroad. So she goes abroad in Ireland, and I remember we were talking on the phone. And she's like, Tori, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. The semester's winding down. I'm about to go back for the fall. And Brian has all these new shirtless crew pics on Facebook. He's looking awesome. And I'm really need to get my butt in gear. I really did grow up walking over to Gia's side and stealing her makeup when she started wearing makeup in middle school. And I really did grow up stealing her clothes when she started wearing cool, trendy clothes. And so we always kind of joke that she's like a mom, and I love her as a sister and a mom, but I truly am part of the woman who I am today because of walking over to Gia's side and watching her grow up in front of me.
Oh, Father, thank you that you do hear us. Thank you that we can talk to you and that you respond. God, thank you that you have seen fit to bring together this couple. Ultimately, I pray that what you are linking together today, no one will separate. That this marriage will present a picture to the world.
So we have known and believed the love that God has for us. God is love, and those who abide in love abide in God, and God abides in them. Love has been perfected among us in this, because as He is, so are we in this world. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not reached perfection in love. We love because He first loved us.
Gia and Brian, please go and enjoy your life, be happy, and love each other. May God continue to bless you both. Let them have every imaginable happiness. Salute Gen Don, may you live 100 years to Mr. and Mrs. Brian Scope.